Shalom, shalom. I'd like to get something straight in my mind and hopefully for yours. You don't need bars, fences, or a warden to lose your freedom. A man can surrender long before he's ever captured. All it takes is handing over the territory of your own mind. Freedom is not a location. It's not paperwork, and it's not a political slogan. Freedom is a condition of the soul that refuses to bow to fear. A man can walk in daylight and still be bound inside. Bound by the shame that he never faced, or habits that he never challenged, maybe a life that he slipped into because he was too exhausted to fight for the one that God wanted him to live. Most men are not locked up, they're locked in. And the tragedy is they've stopped resisting. Seems they've baptized their resignation and renamed it normal or practical, or that's just how life is. But I want to tell you, the God of Israel did not fashion you to drift through life half awake. He didn't place you as a watchman so you could curl up behind the wall and hope the danger passes you by. Scripture doesn't say, my people go into captivity because their enemies were too strong. Isaiah 5:13 says, if I remember correctly, my people go into exile for lack of understanding. That means they fall because they lost knowledge. They lost awareness. They lost sight of who they were meant to be. They didn't lose their freedom, they forgot it. And you don't need to break out of a prison cell. You need to rise up and open your eyes and walk out of the mental cage that you built when you stopped believing that you were made for something more. A watchman stays awake. A watchman stays aware. And a watchman refuses to surrender the inner fortress. Wake up, stand up, and get back on the wall. Always forward.